It was afternoon, that heavy kind of afternoon when the sun is no longer gentle. Light entered the classroom in sharp angles. The air was warm. The ceiling fan rotated lazily, pushing around heat instead of comfort. The classroom smelled of chalk and old wood. And in that heat, the teacher made an announcement. Today, everyone will come forward and read, from the first bench to the last. No one spoke, but everyone understood what that meant. Because in that classroom, benches were not just benches, they were rankings. First bench, the brilliant ones, sharp minds, perfect notebooks, confident voices. Second bench, almost there. Third bench, trying. And the last bench. The last bench was where the quiet ones sat, the ones who were still being measured. And on that last bench sat a boy. He had been watching carefully. As the first bench students walked up, fluent, steady, almost rehearsed. No shaking, no hesitation. Then the second bench. A few stumbles, nothing serious. Third bench, longer pauses. With every student who finished, something invisible moved backward through the room. Pressure. And the boy began calculating. Not casually, desperately. He counted paragraphs, measured how many students were ahead of him, estimated where the teacher might ask him to read from. If she continues like this, maybe I'll get the fourth paragraph. No, maybe the fifth. He read ahead silently, not to understand the story, but to avoid embarrassment. He wasn't afraid of reading, he was afraid of exposure. He did not want his weakness to be revealed, highlighted, confirmed. Because in that classroom, placement already said enough, and he knew it. The names moved closer, bench by bench, until, next, his name. The walk from the last bench to the front felt like crossing a border. He could feel eyes, not cruel eyes, just watching eyes. He stood beside the teacher. Teacher placed his finger on the page. Read from here. His heart dropped slightly. Not the paragraph he hoped for. There were difficult words in that one. He swallowed, opened the book, started reading. The first line came out thin. The second line trembled, and then his leg began shaking, a small tremor, but constant. He pressed his foot into the floor to control it. He read faster. His eyes were not scanning for meaning. They were searching for survival. Every word felt like stepping over a crack. He feared mispronouncing a word, feared the small pause that would expose him, feared that one laugh that would confirm everything. And then he saw it, the full stop, that tiny dot. To others, punctuation. To him, the finish line. 3 more words, 2, 1. He stopped. Silence. The teacher nodded. Okay, sit. That was it. No applause, no dramatic moment, but something inside him shifted. As he walked back to the last bench, his leg was no longer shaking. The fear of making a mistake quieted. The fear of mispronouncing dissolved. For a brief moment, he felt like he had won a battle. Not against the class, not against the teacher, but against himself. He sat down, breathing differently now, stronger, and maybe just a little taller. But here's the strange part. Even today, he is still waiting for another full stop. Another small black dot at the end of a long, difficult paragraph of life. He is still calculating. Which paragraph will come next? How many difficult words will it have? Will he be prepared this time? And sometimes, even waiting for a small moment feels like so much time has passed. Things change. People move ahead. Benches shift. But somewhere inside, he is still that boy, standing at the front of the class, legs slightly shaking, searching the page for the next full stop.